Hey YouTube, Townhouse Gardener here. After trying to record this video for 3 times, I am now going to start splitting them up to pretty much do my square foot gardening beds and then all of my pots. It takes too long to go through everything. It's because I like to be more detail oriented. So that way, if you want to do one, look at one set or the other, or if you want to look at both, that's fine too. But either way, here it goes. And by the way, I appreciate all the people encouraging me and whatnot when I said about how I pretty much was let go from my job, but then started my own company and I was able to get work. But now, since this past week, I've gotten a couple job offers. One to go back into trucking, which is dispatching truck drivers, which pays good and benefits and everything. But I actually ended up taking a job as a foreman for a construction company. So I am 26, and now I'm going to be managing crews of 16. So it's going to be great. I love construction. I love working with my hands. This garden was always my outlet to do that. But anyway, just as I appreciate the support from people, so I just want to let you know. So I'm going to go through my beds. Blueberry plant is done. It's got some of these spots on it, so I don't know what they are. I don't know what I need to do to fix that, if it's a deficiency, if the soil isn't acidic enough, because I know blueberries like acidic soil. So I have pine trees behind me that I thought about putting some needles down, see if that helps. But if anybody has any advice, let me know. Over in this bed is my Brussels sprouts are gone, and I have parsnips all throughout. I have rutabagas going down here, and then in the front I have 2 small rows of carrots and radishes. I also have these larger plants that you're seeing are Russian mammoth sunflowers. We'll see how it goes. I really like the sunflowers. They are always attracting bees. They're like 9 feet tall now, doing just awesome. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Look pretty and attract bees. So I'm thinking about next year planting at least the back row of this all in sunflowers. I really want to attract more and more bees because they just help out so much. So anyway, here's this bed. My strawberries looking very green, but that's about it. These are all going to be transplanted. I haven't even done anything with this bed anymore. I'm just letting it go. It can do what it wants. And then I'll be moving these probably to the side of the house once I amend those beds. Over in this box, my peppers are doing awesome. Has some really pretty color. This is a cayenne. Like my red chili peppers are doing great. All my pepper plants are really tall. One question I have, especially on these 2 pepper plants, I have these bugs all over them. What do I need to do to fix this? Is this the soapy spray? What is it that I need to do to get rid of those? If anybody can help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. My tomatoes are just, everything is producing. I got cherry tomatoes on this. My tomato tree is great. So it's about 9 feet tall. The top is bushing out like 4 or 5 feet in diameter. It's still got tomatoes all over it. So, and I really like these tomatoes, and it's an heirloom variety, so I'm saving seed from it. I just took off, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 really ripe tomatoes, and I have them inside in a bowl. I'm trying to get the seed from them. So there's that. My compost tea barrel, which I just fill with rainwater. I put the normal compost manure mixture bags in there, unsulfur molasses and fish fertilizer. Because it's up on 3 sets of center blocks, it really seems to work well as far as gravity wise to be able to get it through the hose. And I pretty much just cut one of the long hoses that I had, somebody gave me, to make it long enough to where I can reach every part of my bed but that way I don't have all this coiled up hose to stop the gravity. It's just one straight shot. Over here, my peppers are doing awesome. I have my first yellow golden California Wonder. I got another one back here starting to ripen. Just more peppers all over it. Tabasco. My cucumbers are doing awesome. The cable that they're hanging on, because it's in the center, is about 7 feet tall. So a few of them are 7, but then it's traveling over to the right too, so it's over 7 feet tall. My watermelon, I guess this is considered a pot, but anyway, I'm already focused on it. I have my first watermelon, the Sugar Baby. I'm excited about it. I didn't think I was getting any watermelons this year because of just my mistakes that I've made, but yeah, it seems to be doing really good. Raspberries, I topped it, and hopefully that's going to help more towards the root growth and just towards the growth on the bottom. My peppers and eggplants in here are doing great. I have eggplant, which is doing great. Everything's just really doing awesome. My brandywines, I don't really have many tomatoes up at the top. I have a couple on this one that are about that height, but above that, I don't know. I might just end up getting rid of this tomato plant. I might let it go until the end of the year, until it frosts. I'm trying to figure out what plants I want to get rid of, what plants I want to keep, because I want to be able to put my fall garden in. So, but one thing that I've said in past videos too is I sell all my produce because my wife doesn't really eat it too much, and I just sell this stuff to be able to get money to be able to make up for other expenses, whether that's buying additional seeds, buying other like manure or whatnot, because I'm in Virginia Beach. Where I am, there's not a whole bunch of farms. So I'm going to try to, this fall when I need to amend all my soil, I'm going to go and drive out wherever and try, and there's some places that'll let you just shovel up some cow or some horse manure. So I'm going to do that because it's worth it, because I'm going to need a good amount of it to spread over all of this. So it'll be cheaper overall just for the gas money, and the work will be worth it. So, but like I was saying, with I was selling my produce. Now I have all these tomatoes and I don't want to sell them. I want to try making a pasta sauce. I've never made a homemade one before like this. I always have the cans that I put in the pot and I do stuff to that, but I've never gone and actually done it with whole tomatoes. So I'm letting these ripen, and then I'm going to make some sauce with them. If anybody has any good tomato sauce, pasta sauce recipes, I would appreciate it. So I really want to try it. I'm probably going to have to do it within a couple days, because like some of these tomatoes are very red already or very pink, and it's just I want to do something with it. So anyway, my banana peppers doing awesome. One other thing that I tried, I have a lot of basil. I have some over here and in one of my pots right here, but I have a lot of it. So what I have done, which I always wanted to make a pesto sauce, but didn't, because my wife is a little bit of a pickier eater. So I never really tried it. I didn't think she would like it. But the other day I made a homemade chicken pesto bow tie pasta that at the end of it, once I mixed everything together, I stuck it in a pan, put some mozzarella cheese on it, and I baked it at 400 degrees for like 5 minutes to melt the cheese, and then turned it up to broil for 5 more minutes so that I would brown the top. It was awesome. She liked it. She got second. She said that she actually really liked the pesto sauce I made, and I actually made a lemon one. So pretty much it just had the basil leaves, pine nuts or walnuts. You can use either one. Pine nuts are a little better, but walnuts are a whole lot cheaper. And I put in oil, garlic, I put in 4 garlic cloves, and a whole lemon. I just squeezed in the juice, and it turned out really good. So I'm gonna end up making all this in the pesto, and I'm just gonna freeze it and go from there. So my sunflowers over here doing awesome. My corn is looking very green now. I put in about a week and a half ago, I was able to get the money from selling stuff that I got some bone meal, or not bone meal, blood meal. And I spread that, and now everything is super green. It's awesome, because everything that I do, 100% organic. I don't use any of those artificial fertilizers to put on this. So I do that in my compost tea. So the blood meal is really what upped the nitrogen level. And I have grasshoppers all over everything. They've been ridiculous this year. They eat stuff. They're just on everything. So I don't know if this is just the year of the grasshoppers. But behind my fence, like if I go and I mow, they all jump up onto the fence. There's hundreds of them back there. I need to pull my beans and my edamame out. It's just they're very yellow. My cucumbers right here are doing awesome. My squash, I've gotten tons of squash off this thing. This is an heirloom variety from Baker Creek. It's been awesome. Because of all the rain and everything, I've been dealing so much with white powdery mildew. It's been ridiculous on here. I've had to cut out so many leaves. I sprayed it this morning, and my sides, they grow good, but then it's white powdery mildew on the inside. So it's, as soon as, the only thing I'm waiting on now with this, because I need to get rid of it, it's just so big now, is I have a few squash that are growing that I'm trying to wait to collect seed. So once those are done and I can collect that seed, I'm going to get rid of the plant. It's too big for my space anyway. It's just covering up my pots. It's covering up the other plants, and I want to be able to plant other things too. So here is this, but I need to get rid of it because it's causing the white powdery mildew to go on my cucumbers too. So I'm spraying everything, and I just need to get rid of it. Hold on a second. Over here, my compost tumbler is good. I just keep filling it, and then it breaks down. I fill it, breaks down. I figure I'll fill it until, I don't know, October, or until it's full, and then I'll just let it sit for the whole winter, and just hopefully stuff will be ready for the spring. My tomato plant here, this is the one that I haven't done anything to. I just leave it alone. I don't water it. I think I put compost tea on it like twice, but I don't do anything to it. I put some strings to it just because it was falling on the ground and I needed to mow, so I kept it off. And now I finally realized this is a gypsy tomato. It's not the tomato, the cherry tomato right there. Next to my barrel down on the left, that's a gypsy. It's one of the free ones that Baker Creek sent me. It's an heirloom variety. The reason why I know is because down here, the tomato is like a very deep red, almost like a purple. And that's what those gypsy tomatoes look like. So here is my tomato beds update, I guess. And I will start my next video. So thanks for watching. If you do have any good pesto recipes even, I'll take those. But mainly the tomato sauce. If you guys have any good pasta sauce recipes, I would appreciate it. I really want to try and just use what I have and grow what I have. And then also about those bugs over there. So if you can, let me know, and I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.